Hey guys, it is currently 3:53 in the morning on Sunday, October 27th, and because I'm getting ready to take a nap in hopes of killing this headache at least a little bit, I figured I would update you on stuff that has happened so far this morning. So I started with Untitled Mysteries, and that ended up being 2,940 words, and then I started editing TLA because I finished editing The Kidnapping of Eve Lincoln yesterday or the day before, I think. So in order to do my editing stuff, I needed to start working on a new book, and I didn't know which one to do, so I just basically flipped a coin and chose TLA. This is a Grammarly edit, so things go pretty fast. I edited 3 chapters, and that was 3,108 words according to the Grammarly count. Which is sometimes different than the Google Docs or Microsoft Word count. And then I worked on the Untitled Killer in Training Book 2, which will hopefully have a title eventually, but that was 122 words. Again, I'm going to take a nap here in a few, because my headache is enough that I can't totally focus on everything else. But I just took my thyroid med, and I can't take like ibuprofen or anything like that, just to be safe, for at least an hour after I've taken my thyroid med. So I'm going to nap through at least a little bit of it and go from there. But after I wake up, I will be working on Beatings from a Butcher. I'm spending about 2 to 10 minutes on them, depending on the book and depending on where it falls in the word crawl. Untitled Killer in Training book was the first book that I worked on for the word crawl, and the first step of this one is write 100 words, so I sprinted for 2 minutes. Took me just over 100 words. And then the next one is sprint for 5 minutes, so that's how long I'll spend on Beatings from a Butcher once I wake up. It doesn't matter how many words I write in that amount of time, that is still how much time I will spend on this book. Today I'm going to spend the most amount of time on Ekbal to try and finish it before the end of the month, but I still want to work through all of my other books as well before I put only time into Ekbal, basically. So I'm going to take a nap, or at least attempt to, and hope that it dumbs down the headache a little bit, and then I'll probably take some ibuprofen once I'm actually able to, and then we'll go from there. But for now, I'm going to take a nap, see what happens, hopefully also edit some more videos once I wake up, but we'll see where I am and how things go, and if my Bluetooth keyboard is charged up so I can type on my phone while the video exports on my tablet, but we'll see, and I will give you guys an update at some point after I wake up. Hey guys, it is currently 9:03 in the morning on October 28th, and today I haven't accomplished a lot. Admittedly, I fell asleep shortly after midnight. I think. It could have been closer to 1, I have no idea. But either way, I woke up at 4. Hooray for that. So I was a little late on my thyroid med, but that's okay, it won't kill me. But so far this morning I have worked on only a few things. Ekbal, books and badges, and then I did some Man of Darkness stuff, and we'll get into that in a second. With Ekbal, things are super slow right now. It's insane. It does not matter how much time I dedicate to it, it doesn't matter. So I woke up around 4, and I worked on it until 5:01 a.m., and I wrote 230 words. That's it. And then I moved on to books and badges for comparison. 1,398 words, which took me until 8:49 a.m., but that was in between Man of Darkness stuff for almost the last 2 hours, and just in general, not writing. But 1,398 words in that time compared to the 230 or whatever of Ekbal is an insane difference. But those characters we're talking, Ken and Alex, are not, because they know I have to finish them, want to finish them, by the end of the month. But the other thing that I've been doing for Man of Darkness, on the normal font cover, I needed to go through and add the S on here at the end of turn. Needed to be an S. The S was actually there on Designer, which means that either when I exported it to a PDF, that change didn't register, or I uploaded an old PDF to KDP, which I doubt because the Reaper blade is in very good shape. He's not blurry or pixelated or anything, and the old PDF, it was blurry and pixelated, so I'm not sure what happened there. But that, and then on this one, I changed this back font to match this back font, and shrunk it down just a smidge so it fits on there a little bit better and looks a bit more uniform, I suppose. But now that's done, and I'm going to go ahead and edit a normal Nano video. I'm so used to Camp Nano. The Camp Nanos are much closer together than the normal Nanos, so when it comes time for an actual Nano, I continue to call it Camp Nano. But I'm going to go ahead and edit day 20's Nano video, and then after that I'm going to work on Untitled Mysteries. I might pour a ton of time into that today. I'm like super behind on word count. I'm like 13 to 14,000 words behind, and if I could just crank that out, it would be great. So I'm going to work on Untitled Mysteries for a bit. It's 9:06 at the moment. I have no idea what time I'm going to go to bed. This weekend I was going to sleep around noon to 2:30 to 3. Yesterday it was closer to like 3:30, I think, because I'm just not tired, and I haven't been taking the gummy things on the weekend anyway, and because I slept for 4 hours this morning, give or take a few, I don't want to go to sleep at 9:30, because at that point I've only been awake for like 5 hours. So I'm gonna stay awake, edit some videos, write some words, try to kick ass on Untitled Mysteries, make some big progress there, and we'll see what happens. But I will give you guys an update when I have one on Untitled Mysteries, but I'm going to start with editing another Nano video, and we'll go from there. So I will see you guys eventually. Alrighty, it is 2:31 p.m. and I'm minorly tired, so I'm going to go warm up my neck thingy and go to bed here in a few, but I will update you on words. So everything combined, I've written 4,912 words so far today, and I have officially worked on all of my books today as well. I'm back to Beating of Ekbal. I haven't worked on that again since last time, but that's currently the next book to work on. So the last thing I updated you on was books and badges. So with Stuff and Things, I wrote 2,398 words. I edited 2 chapters of TLA. That's a Grammarly edit, so things are pretty fast there, but that was 3,760 words. Untitled Killer in Training Book 2 still needs a name. I don't know when that's going to happen. 172 words. Beatings from a Butcher, 274. Voice of the Wild Places Z, 152. Pittman's Legend Valiant Fighter, 124. And then JTS was 164. So I'm going to go to sleep. I don't know what time I'll wake up. Probably going to set my alarm for around 6:30, give or take. And if my mom's home before then, most likely the dogs will wake me up. And if not, then I'll wake up around 6:30. But it is Monday. Normally I have a TV show to watch around 9, I think, but pretty much everything is repeats this week. So I won't have TV to distract me after I wake up until I go out into the living room and watch a ghost show with Mom. But we'll see how things go. I expect things to be super slow on Ekbal once I wake up. It's a scene with Ken. He's the point of view character in this scene, and this book has just been like pulling teeth from Ken every time it's his scenes. He's just very closed off, this book, both to me and to the other characters, even Alex, who he normally takes solace in. So it's been a thrill. But when I wake up, I'm planning on just doing my best to meet the word goal, even if I only do that through stuff and things, whether it be research or extra scenes for books I've already written, or extra scenes for books that I think I want to write, or untitled mysteries, or whatever. Whatever I do, I think I'm going to primarily use the stuff and things count to really push my word count today, because I'm way behind. I'm slowly catching up, but I'm still way behind. This month has been hellacious. But I'm going to start with sleep, come back, work on Ekbal for a little bit, work on books and badges for a little bit, presumably. If Ekbal goes great when I wake up, that's what I'll work on until I meet the 1 point whatever goal today. 1.9 thousand words for Ekbal today. So if things go well there, if Ken talks, I will work on that until I hit the goal for it, and or until Ken stops talking. But if it doesn't go well, and that's what I'm expecting, few minutes on Ekbal, few minutes on books and badges, and then hit stuff and things again. But regardless, I'm going to go warm up my thingy and rinse out my cup here and go from there. But I'm hoping sleep comes relatively easily. I'm hoping that I wake up relatively easily and I don't feel like garbage. And when I wake up, I hope that I'm able to actually type without a ton of pain, because I've been in pain all day so far. So we'll see how things go, and I will give you guys an update at some point in the evening after I'm awake.